Welcome back to Dirt to Daytona, folks. Today, we have got Homestead Miami Speedway, our final race of our rookie season, and it's been a good one so far. I feel like we have far surpassed anything we had expectations for in our rookie season, getting multiple top 10 finishes and riding a high right now of 3 top 10 finishes in a row. Now, some of you might be saying, no, I just watched these videos and there are not 3 top 10 finishes in a row. You finished 12th in, I can't remember which race because it's been so long since I've been able to actually record this. And here's why. Because I did record those, and those are the videos you are seeing. I did not save the game, and I did not want to have to re-record everything, so I just re-ran those races. And I finished 6th at California, 8th at Las Vegas, and 7th at Phoenix. So 3 top 10 finishes. However, somehow we didn't end up with as much money. And here's the crazy thing. 2 of those races ran completely clean. No cautions at all. So I don't know how that happened. And we ended up not with as much money as we had in what you guys have seen. Doesn't matter. Money's just a couple thousand off. We've got Homestead Miami. We've got this race. This is the one we're focused on. Let's get out there, do some practice, and see you at qualifying. Well, I accidentally, and I don't know why I did this, just went over to qualifying. So I have no idea what we have, and I just made some crazy changes that could make us breaking loose. So we may screw up this qualifying, but hey, that seems like a lot of fun. 0 practice, massive change to the truck. Seems like the best idea to start this one off with. Here we go, coming down for our qualifying lap. Let's see if we're going to die. Or if we're going to have an incredible lap and we made awesome changes without any testing at all. I don't know. Hold it! Hold it! This actually could be an incredible... This could be our best lap without draft.
Alright,
that was by far our best lap without draft. 12th place, Lance Norick. That's not right. He must have had just a bad qualifying lap. Ken Schrader, Bill Lester. That's another one that you'd say probably had just a bad qualifying lap. People who I normally could stick with, Jason Small, maybe John Wood. We'll see. 2-stop race, 84 laps, I believe. So that's going to be a thing. I have no idea what to expect overall. I don't know what our fall off will be, but I'm keeping this setup because that was a great lap and it felt good. Didn't feel like we were over driving the truck at all. Felt very good. So hopefully we can keep it clean and come away with maybe even another top 10 finish. I don't know. That'd be an amazing way to finish the season, though.
Alan Destrick in gorgeous South Florida at the Homestead Miami Speedway. Although one of the newest additions to the NASCAR circuit, Homestead draws huge crowds with its distinctive blend of length at 1.5 miles and minimal banking, leading to some real driving exhibitions for happy fans.
Well, there you have it, folks. Driving exhibitions, happy fans. That seems like a great prologue. Let's make that the story here.
the race is going green. There's the green flag. Car low.
And here we go, up into fourth gear. Cold tires, gotta pay attention.
Still there.
And here's Mr. Lester right on our inside.
Still there.
Yeah. We'll get back to it. Cold tires, and I didn't want to come flying into the corner at some kind of high speeds. That's not how we normally enter the corner, but that's how we had to enter the corner there. Now we can get on the inside of somebody. I mean, I know it's Harvago, but I'm saying in general, just somebody. Yeah, well, that's interesting. How did I run that qualifying lap and it felt just fine, and then this that turn we felt tight. It might have to do with dirty air. We don't know.
Still there.
Don't do it. Don't you do it.
Clear. Car low.
Yikes. Yikes. Oh, come on, guy. Nobody asked for that, Mr.
Stay
Hamilton.
high. Still there.
I just want to get in front of you here and then lose the speed and have you gain it right back, because that's how it works when you mess up a corner. Man, he drilled my... I realized that it probably barely showed... Oh, it did. Showed up as damage. What a jackass. And cut off his nose for that and then lose the position again. Ah, yes. Me driving like an idiot. Perfect. Would it be a race if it wasn't me doing stupid shit like that? Nope. Oh, let's run the wall. Now we're feeling the looseness. So that's not good. Barely touched the stick and it shot up into the wall like that. All right. I need to figure the truck out and race for a while, and we're gonna go ahead and just early race stuff. We'll skip, well, not skip, but speed it up, and we will talk to you guys caution or pit stops. We need to consider pitting. This setup was absolutely a short run setup, and the truck is complete trash, which is why we have lost position to both Schrader and Harvago. I overdrove the shit out of it trying to keep up with Harvago, and there just was nothing I could do. With 62 left, we get 33, I think, to the tank, so we can split this run in half, barring no cautions or whatever. But we've got to take it in. I don't have a choice. We're gonna slide it into the infield, which was not what my goal was there. Keep it on. There we go. All right. Well, that was terrible as well. So just about everything that you would want to have happen has happened there. Oh wait, that's not true. Nothing that you want to have happen has happened there. Wow. What? Oh, that is frustrating. All right, well, now we're completely off cycle with some of these trucks that could benefit or hurt us. I'm not really sure. Also, I wasn't able to make the adjustment to the left front that I wanted to make, but I'm hoping that we have a truck that will work better and go well on longer runs. I have no idea if what I just did is going to work. I mean, based on what I read, there's a setup guide that kind of tells you what each individual thing does, and I knew that all I could do is adjust the tire pressure in the wedge. So I tightened up the wedge a little bit and made some tire pressure adjustments on 3 of the 4 tires. And hopefully we'll see just a better long run result. Because, yeah, we were in pretty rough shape there. So, trucks will be pitting in probably the next 10 laps or so. So you'll see that. One thing I noticed right off the bat is that my rear end isn't wiggling around as much. So hopefully that's a good sign. And the other thing I'm hoping for is that all of the double-digit trucks do pit. I'm not as concerned about the triple-digit trucks because I don't think that we went a lap down to most of them. We were almost lapping a lot of them in the first place. Here we got some double-digit trucks going down, so we might be okay in that respect if there was a caution that came out. But the double-digit trucks would be screwed and we'd be a lap down, and that would really limit our ability to get a good finish. We had to do what we had to do, though. It wasn't much of an option. The truck was completely gone, and if I'm going for a 15th place finish, which is the ultimate goal here, so that we're able to get that all of our sponsors, that's what we have to do. So here we are, just gonna kind of ride this out and hope that there's not a caution before the lead lap trucks all pit, and that we can kind of get back into the groove of things without too much of a loss here. Looks like everyone has cycled through, and we come out in 15th as we're able to take the position back from Schrader. And as you can see, 5 seconds in front of Harvego, so that ended up going well for us. And, you know, we're not off schedule. We can run this out to anything 33 laps or less. We'll run it as long as we can, and then hopefully the truck is responding better. I should take a look at the tires. Yeah, they're still smoking pretty bad. That middle, it should be hottest on the inside, and the middle should be the average of the two. So that's where I screwed something up really bad with the setup there, and that's gonna be what costs us in the long run here again. But we'll try to limp it without giving up a spot to Schrader, but I'm not sure that we can. I'm not sure that we can finish in the top 15. Here's Schrader again, now that I'm worried about that front right tire again. So I don't know what I can do, but I mean, I don't think I can do anything now, to be honest with you. I don't think I can do anything at all overall, but I appreciate him coming over and running into me. That was nice. That was very nice. I'm not going to fight him. We've got one more stint to go, and maybe we can get him on that second stint. I'm not going to fight him and burn out my front right. It's just we have to be, we got to be smarter right here. Ooh, looks like Quapple has a blown engine, so that puts us back into 15th place. That is huge. We've got a truck on the track trying to get her going again. Looks like smoke coming from that one as well, or is it just from the spin itself? Might have been just from the spin itself. So we still have trucks coming back on the track. If there was a caution now, it wouldn't be a bad, horrible thing, but I don't think I'd do anything else. We just kind of have to live with the truck we have, and it's kind of sad. You know, we had that super fast, for us, we had that super fast qualifying lap, but when it all comes down to it, we're really screwed on the long run. So, oh well, I'm going to run this one out, and as usual, caution or pit stop is when you'll see us. Oops, sorry. Sorry, guy. Sorry, buddy.
yellow's out.
Hey! We're definitely pitting. I know it's not within the window to run out the race, but I'll tell you what. We are going to pit. This is brutal for us. As you see, Harvega was catching us. Schrader was driving away. I mean, we lost everything again, so I'm going to try to make another big swing at the tire pressures, and hopefully that'll help us out. We'll see you after the caution.
Get set. The race is going green. There's the green flag. Car low. You're 3 wide.
I was not ready. But it doesn't matter because we are in 14th and everyone else is a lap down from us. So there's that. Yeah. Well, I made some pretty wholesale changes to the tire pressures.
Still there. Clear high.
So I guess we're about to find out what we can do there. Really hoping that, I mean, of course, being back here, we're able to, it looks good, but when we get up on anybody else that's not one of these triple-digit trucks, you know, that's where it becomes the scarier potential issue. We'll see. We'll see. Obviously, with Schrader and Hamilton right here, we have an opportunity with them getting caught up behind some of these triple-digit trucks. Weird that McDonald is there and seemed to have been slowing them up a little bit, but what the freak is he doing? Oh, he drove right down on me. That's whatever. That's bull, man. That's crap. I think that puts us with 31 left, so I'll pit and refuel because that should run us the rest of the race. Okay, let's be ready for this one. Unlike the last restart, in which I was not ready for.
All clear. Car high.
Just gonna lean on Crafton a little bit there. I don't know what happened to Harvego. He's up here with us and he's not showing up on my he's not showing up on the relative there, so that's interesting. We're a lap down from all these guys except for Hamilton, so we're just gonna try not to get run over too bad and take what we can.
Clear low.
And I'm pretty sure, oh, wrong button. 29 laps on here, so we'll have to keep an eye on it when we cross the line this next time around to find out how many laps are actually left in the race. Hopefully we did the right thing and we don't have to pit again. I think that we did the right, well, we had to pit anyway because we when Blaha came down on us, it trashed part of the, we had to get a little engine repair work done, tighten up those spark plugs again. Yeah, 25 to go, so we have plenty of gas to finish the race. Bickle, Nolrick, they'll get to us, they'll pass us. There's no way they won't. That would be extraordinary if they didn't. Bickle, I would have said back a couple races ago, no way he'd pass us, but we are not set up well for this race, so we're just going to do whatever we can do to get through it. And like I said, top 15 is the goal. Frustrating when you have to watch cars drive past you. That's always difficult, but at this point, that is whatever it is. I can't do anything about it, so. I'm actually gonna run a little slower as far as going into the corners go. I think once Nolrick is past us,
Still there.
it'll be I think it'll be a fair gap behind him to the next truck, so we just want to preserve our stuff by drifting on the apron again. Yeah, Kenny Schrader 5.3 seconds back. So expect to see Nolrick here and expect us to probably be fighting Schrader by the end of the race for the position, which, if I'm being honest, isn't that big of a deal because we've got we could give that position up and finish 14th and still get all of our sponsorship goals. We're not finishing 10th. That's just that. It'd have to be a weird off-cycle pit stop thing where these trucks didn't. Everybody pit with us, so I'm pretty sure. But even so, like these trucks that are passing us right now, that was Bobby Dotter. He's they're all a lap ahead of us already, so we wouldn't even, because you can barely lap them. You barely get to them going around the track when they stop at the pit. So by the time they're coming off, we'd be getting our lap back. So those guys are just fine. Looks like we're driving away from Schrader a little bit here. I just have to be aware of that, because that's really the one that I'd like to beat, just to make sure that we end up comfortably in 15th, or comfortably above 15th place. And there you heard it. 20 laps left to go, so we're going to go ahead and, you know, turn up the speed, put on some delightful music, and roll through till the next sign of action. Oh, there's Harvego, by the way, a lap down, so
Still there.
that makes sense. All right, we'll see you guys soon. And the fall off has begun. Here you see Harvego
Carlo.
catching, and when he'll get his lap back, but still be a full lap, or basically still be a full lap down on us. 12 laps left to go. I've been watching the relative on Schrader more than Harvego this whole time. Obviously, he's the one that we want to make sure that we don't give up a bunch of time to.
There's a spin in turn 3.
Interesting on the spin in turn 3. I mean, I would be. Oh, whoa, 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 whoa. Okay. Whoa, whoa. Okay. Woo. Get it together, son. Get it together. All right. So Harvego's gone. We've got 5-second lead on Schrader. Of course, he gained a lot there because we had to slow down real weird for that one. Calculations would have us at basically near a half-second per lap. And he would be able to gain on us, or he'd be able to get the position. So we just have to make sure not to do that, and we should be all right. But looks like, well, actually, I have no idea. We'll give it a couple seconds and see how this all turns out. We got lap traffic coming up as well.
10 laps to go.
And there's our 10 lap to go mark. He's got 4.5 seconds behind us. So we're just gonna drive it out calm, and because if we overdrive it now, we're gonna have nothing for him if he does get to us. So we'll just have to do what we can. So far, we've given up 2 tenths, but we also had to slow up again for a lap truck. So who knows? He could get caught up behind that same lap truck, costing him any opportunity to gain on us. Not sure what'll happen there, but he gained a half second on that lap, at least. So that's not a great sign for us. But, again, you never know how this turns out when he approaches the lap traffic as well. He might get caught up behind him and not be able to get around him. We gained, there, we got a half second back on him there, so that was pretty nice. And then some. Looks like he's dropping back. Looks like he's caught up behind somebody, so that's huge for us for now. Try to gap him as much as possible while he's caught up behind that other truck. Oh, look at that. He already got around him. Gained 3-4 tenths right there. That's crazy to think of that he just did that. He was stuck behind traffic and then all of a sudden gets around him and gains almost 5 tenths on us for... Yeah, that's pretty crazy. We are now into just do whatever it takes to finish the race in good position, like in front of Schrader, obviously.
Still there.
So that's what I'm working on. But as you can see, we've just absolutely wasted the front right, and that's going to cost us mightily. Yay. I love it when I can't run a track well. That's a setup thing. I mean, in order for me to have not burned up the front right, we're not competing for 13th. You know what I'm saying? Like, yeah, I could run the truck properly, and I could run the truck in a situation where, or in a position where we are going into the corners, not burning up the tires and this and that, but then we'd be sitting back there, maybe a lap down, fighting for 20th instead of 13th. And that's a difference between a lot of money there. So I'll burn it up and limp it through if that means that we end up at the end of the race, you know, getting all of our sponsorship goals. We'll do what we can. We got 3.5 second lead-ish on him. Now it's obviously going to drop down to about a 3 second lead. I think this will be 4 to go for us because we're a lap down as we cross the line the next time. Which means that we'd have to give up, you know, 1.25 seconds per lap. Jeez, oh Pete, man, not the truck, me, not that guy that we just ran up the track. I was just 5 laps for us. I was just shocked at how poorly all of a sudden, like, we had no turn. We have no turn on exit. Even there, we're in the middle of the corner. I have to be careful about how hard I'm turning in. As soon as we get on the gas, truck just shoots straight up to the right. I really would like to, especially since there's a couple of these flatter or less banked tracks on this circuit, I would really like to figure out a good setup that I can run on all of them, because it doesn't matter at this point. That's what's doing it. Obviously it's the banking, not having the banking to stay fast in those corners, and to be competitive without burning out that front right. I mean, you always do burn the front right somewhat, but on this track in Kansas and Las Vegas, we do that pretty mightily. Hey, we might go 2 laps down right now if Crafton's leading. Which, I mean, let's be honest, at this point, the sooner the race is over, the better for us. Am I right? Let's check that. Yep, we're 2 laps down, so this would be 3 to go. Coming to the line. I'm okay with that, because that puts us at, again, still
2 to go.
Just under us. Oh, 2 to go. Nice. Well, that puts us over a second per lap in front of him. 1.5 seconds for Schrader to catch us. So, and it looks like he might have gotten caught up behind somebody. I'm not positive, but maybe. So we end up kind of in a little bit of a bubble here, where we obviously were nowhere near being able to catch Hamilton or No Rick. We did battle with them for a while. You know, we have the speed in the truck, but we just don't have the... We don't have that. The other thing is that final suspension upgrade does make a huge difference. The statistics don't really make it seem like it does, but the weight not being on it really changes a lot with the truck. So we're on our last lap. We're just going to take it cool and calm through this whole section and come home with a 13th place victory, which, I mean, it's not a top 10. It breaks that streak, but hey, we're at the end of the season. We got a clean truck-ish. We had one situation with Blaha where he drove down and we didn't give up the spot. We could have hit the brakes. We could have done it. Maybe next year I'll be more like that, but this year it was fight for absolutely any position you can get to get the most money you can, and also your sponsorship goals. So we were... Schrader and us were the only 2 trucks that were 2 laps down, so that was pretty all right. Looks like a couple of these trucks, unfortunate for them, going to finish quite a few laps down. All right, your top 5: Matt Crafton, Dennis Setzer, Bobby Dotter, Robert Presley, Rick Crawford. We'll walk away with $44,831. Once the race at Homestead Miami was in the books, the season was over. Robert Presley was awarded the championship trophy amongst family, friends, fans, and fellow drivers. We do finish in 16th place, just 8 points away from beating Schrader. We did beat Schrader in that race, so we gained on him, but it just wasn't enough. That's all right, though. Remember, we said our goal was to beat the other triple-digit cars, trucks, and we did a fantastic job doing that by more than 100 points. By more than 200 points. So, it's a great job with the team and with what we were able to accomplish. The fact that we were within range, within reach, all the way up to Bobby Hamilton, to be honest with you, is pretty great. So, moving on, we walk away from this season sitting at $277,940. We did achieve the sponsorship goal, so that should put us at $377. I don't think that we're going to be able to buy that upgrade, though, honestly, going into week 1, because I'm going to take the best pit crew, best engine builder, best chassis builder, and that's going to cost more than what we'll have available to put an upgrade on the truck. I don't want to take the low end and have that cost us a race, so we're going to just take the best of the best, and we'll work our way up. Hopefully, after Daytona, we have a great race, and we're able to put the upgrade on the truck after that. Anyway, folks, that is going to do it for this episode. In the next episode, we will be doing the end of the season, and we will also have Daytona in that video. I do want to take a moment out to say thank you so much for taking the time out of your day to watch this video. And until next time, and as always, take care.